I have very large guns. Who's there?
Perhaps there's KGB agent in black pants coming to take me away to better life?
Ow!
Dobry den, towarzysz.
Hey, gorgeous. Did you find out any more about those tunnels?
What I found is a scientist who works in the organic weapon technology program here. He knows all about the machines in those tunnels. I, persuaded him to talk.
So you persuaded the scientist to talk, huh? Did he survive the persuasion?
Violence isn't the answer to everything, Crypto. For example, have you noticed the male-to-female ratio in this village?
You sly dog.
Hey, all I did was sit there.
What'd you find out? Is there any easy way to shut those things down?
Those pumping machines are actually organic little nuclear reactors. Incredible! Not to mention highly unstable. A nuclear fuel rod placed inside one will overload it and cause a meltdown.
And there just happens to be a nuclear plant in town. Ought to be a few fuel rods lying around.
Exactly! If you get some fuel rods, Sergei and I will smuggle them into the tunnels.
Okay, Goldie, I'll get your fuel rods for you, but I expect a big reward.
Agent Sergei is acquiring some transportation as we speak. He'll meet you when you find them. You can ask him for your reward.
Skills to use stuff. Those finally was big inside. It should have gone.
I am hearing scientists are doing many nuclear experiments in town, but I am not caring. I am having enough to be depressed about. I mean, look at this place!
Leningrad, Schmeningrad, no. Slodovod-Visigrad. That has a nice ring to it.
At last, icebreaker ship has arrived with fuel rod supplies.
Perhaps anti-hair loss lotion I am ordering for my Yelda has come in too.
The sensors on the saucer are picking up some significant radiation levels near you, Crypto. Either Gastro's gout is acting up, or there must be fuel rods nearby. Agent Sergei is waiting with a truck not far from here. I know how you feel about him, Crypto, but you must conquer your personal issues and take in those fuel rod containers.
I can use the workout.
Those fuel rod containers are actually quite enormous. Agent Burgate is sitting on that truck all by himself. Most impressive.
Ray? He's stubborn Commander Parker's Gussie. That's the damn truth. Look at here! This monkey got fired! Oh yeah! I can see they try so hard to preserve their way of life. Needing the contact on the rail.
These crates are the work of the devil Dodecalypse. Eradicate them!
It looks like some of our enemies have foolishly blocked the road out. I'd deal with them myself, but I Take them on from me while I load this last container onto the truck. Would you, Comrade? It seems the authorities have been alerted to a presence, Comrade. Ordinarily, I would defeat them all with one hand right behind my back. But since I'm driving, why don't you follow me to the safe house to ensure our truck is under attack! We must protect this cargo with our many lives! Courage, Comrade!
Crypto, our cargo has arrived at the safe house. Now, come and see. We need to talk.
Whoa, look at that. Finished already. And here I was, just getting started. Of course, I work out. Don't know if you knew that.
Thank you, Crypto. Sergey and I can take it from here.
I'll bet. Hey, how about I just stick around and help you out myself? You know, since I'm already here, I'm sure Sergey's a busy guy. You know, embassies to bug, dissidents to torture.
You're very generous, Crypto. But I think he can find the time. I'll rejoin you once he and I have disabled the machines in the caves. Until then, try and stay out of trouble.
Wasn't condescending. So, he makes time with my girl while I sit around and twiddle my phalangopods. Is that it? Well, homie, don't play that. I made it through a whole nother game all by myself. I don't need anybody's permission to knock some monkey heads. Certainly not some chicks. Yeah.
I'm not having patience inside. Back to having
Привет, товарищ. How's it hanging?
A little to the left. Hey, not bad, Goldie. So just shut down the pumps in the tunnels with those fuel rods?
Niet. Too much KGB heat on the tunnels because of the theft. I should have seen it coming. Anyway, it's too dangerous for Sergei and me to infiltrate them now.
Well, we gotta shut those pumps down. Whole town smells like Newark.
Oh, we will, Crypto. Have no fear. And this time, I want you on the job. I need you to carry a fuel rod into each of the tunnels and place it in the reactor of each of the pumping machines. Sergei and I have hidden a container of fuel rods near each tunnel.
Wait, you lost me. Didn't you say the tunnel entrances were crawling with KGB?
Da, but not while the scientists conduct their weekly radiation tests.
No sweat, dollface. Consider those pumps out of order. What is that?
They no longer carry. Paper bag of
expect you to carry that fuel rod into the tunnel with your bare phalangopods, Crypto. Use your psychokinesis. There's an opening on the machine on this side. Use your psychokinesis to stick the fuel rod inside it. And keep your jokes to yourself.
What? If you...
Chain reaction in the reactor! The reactor's overreacting! Get out of there, Crypto! Before the whole cavern explodes!
What is that?
What is that?
Chain reaction in the reactor! The reactor's overreacting! Get out of there, Crypto! Before the whole cavern explodes! Cavern explodes! Looking for an opening in the machine to stick the fuel rod in. Want to be able to get that done.
His inspiration.
What was that? Surrealism. Oh, yes, basically showing sense. Curiosity. Finally!
It's more interesting than one guy.
Into boredom at last.
Excellent work, Crypto. Now hurry and get out of there before that machine explodes.
What is that?
I need that toddler! Incredible!
Getting a strange feeling about it. Strange sort of neutral. Brains like that gas cloud on the surface.
I am not wanting to invest Better than it smells.
Do not be sneaky.
Here come Gastro!
Don't hurt boys!
The reactor is overloading, Crypto! Get out fast! It's going to blow!
Walking over!
Well done, Crypto. That's the last of the reactors shut down. Now, head up to the base and see if that gas cloud is clearing. And you might want to hold your nose.
Bada bing, bada boom. Look at those bad boys burn. Hold the phone. What do these freaks want?
Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, that machinery looks suspiciously familiar. Oh my. Holy hookers of Arkvoodle! Crypto, do you know who these freaks are?
They're not commie cabbage heads?
Great galaxies, no! They're not even human! They're the enemy! Our enemy! The enemy we Furons defeated in the Martian War! Crypto! They're Blisk!
Blisk? Wait a minute. I thought we wiped the Blisk out.
I have no explanation! I can barely believe my senses! But a few of them must have somehow survived!
Not for long. Attention, Blisk. I am Cryptosporidium of the planet Furon. This planet is now a territory of the Furon Empire. And your asses belong to me.
Arkvoodle's loins! Your weapons simply aren't calibrated for this sort of warfare, Crypto! They're practically useless against the Blisk! As if those crabby shells aren't bad enough! They've got defense shields! Try using a different weapon, Crypto. You must have something that can short out those shields! One hell of a fight, Crypto! A real barn burner! I'm rather proud of you. Now, come back to the Holobox unit. I've got more to tell you about these Blisk. I'm glad you're here, Crypto. We need to hunker down and do some serious strategizing.
Tell me about it. You gotta fill me in on this whole Blisk thing, Pox.
My hard drive is spinning. I hardly know where to begin. They're huge, hideous brutes with giant claws and withering halitosis. They have a single hive mind and an imperviousness to radiation. They take to it like a pig to mud. Imagine a cockroach mating with a lobster.
Oi, enough already. You're making me queasy.
Humans assume the Tunguska blast of 1908 was caused by a meteorite. But now we know its true cause. The fiery crash of a Blisk warship!
Listen, I skipped most of military history. How'd that war get started, anyway?
Millennia ago, Mars was an ocean world, and the Blisk ruled an underwater paradise. Frankly, they were more than a little cocky about it. The war was long and bitter, but in the end we reduced their world to desert and wiped them out! Or so we thought. We obliterated most of their warships, though one we could not account for. We assumed it had been destroyed, but it must have been merely disabled and drifted helplessly through space until it crash-landed here on Earth.
And I'm guessing the Krabbies ain't the forgiving type.
After what we did to them, not bloody likely.
Yeah, well, don't you worry your virtual little head, Pox. This time they're going down for good.
A bold statement. Many Furons fell thanks to the Blisk. And there's another problem. Since the war, the Furon defense budget has been downsized. I fear that most of our current weapons will be ineffective against the Blisk.
Okay, well, at least we know what we're up against. What do you want me to do?
I'll contact you with new orders as soon as I have some idea what's going on. Until then, just don't do anything rash.
Rash, me? Nah, I got a cream for that. Cleared it right up.
If only our mothership was still intact. Its archived data on the Blisk might have helped me develop weapons upgrades capable of cracking those shells. But that data is irretrievable now. Oh, the Furonity!